Chill, nephew. What I tell you, nephew? When I say I'm gonna take a break, when I say I take a break, you know I can't take no goddamn break. Where's my wallet at? Nephew, did you steal my wallet? Don't make me put the gloves out, nephew. Nephew, you know I can whoop your ass, nephew. Hold up. Big Mama, I'm gonna make sure you can hear me, nephew. Nigga, I just get this download off of the great mother. She said, for me to get it out, so I'm gonna get it out. Confirmed it with Big Mama, I should say. I'm gonna make sure I can hear myself. Yeah, because it be tripping sometimes. Make sure I hear myself. I can't wait till Gentai drop. I can't wait till Gentai drop, bro. This is one of my favorite tastes. I mean, everything I make, I love. It's just how the game go, nephew. You gotta love everything you make, even if it's different. I grew to love my music, all my music, all the music I grew to love. I'm like, I'm gonna make sure I can hear myself. I must ain't got no space on here. I'm like, can you hear me though, nephew? That's the thing, nephew. Can you hear me, nephew? You know what I don't like, bro? I'm noticing weird pains on my body and shit. It's a good thing when you rising, but it's all good though. I ain't gonna complain. Make sure you can hear me because I've been having issues. Hold up. Hey, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, bro. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Just say yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, bro? Just say yes if you can hear me. You ain't gotta be my friend or nothing, but can you hear me? Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me? That's all I'm gonna ask. You ain't gotta, like the video or nothing like that. Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? That's all I'm asking. Can you hear me? He says okay. But can you hear me though? Yes. Thank you for letting me know. Hey, I'm gonna play my song Ghetto. Alright. And then we're gonna talk about the download. Give me 1 second. Down ghetto, in the ghetto. I'm the dealer, you know I'm in that ghetto. I'm the dealer, you know I'm in that ghetto. I'm the dealer. You know I'm in that ghetto. I'm trapping, boy. I was trapping in that ghetto. You eat is not cool, no. We is no fellows. I'm in that ghetto. Trapping in that ghetto. I'm fucking with them gens cause they know I'm from the ghetto. I'm fucking with them gens cause they know I'm from that ghetto. Ghetto. She sucking on me just like a mosquito. Mosquito. Strong backbone, feel like a beetle. You know I'm dropping from the sky, it's looking like a missile. Shawty trying to kiss me, yeah. Where is that damn missile? That mistletoe. Baby looking nice, got the camel toe. Yeah, I'm finna float like a boat. Boy, you know I'm digging holes, no zero. Baby looking like a fox, but she is not Slido. Bitch, you know I'm finna pipe. I'm not talking pipe hole. Bitch, you know I seen your ass in that fucking peephole. Born from the ghetto, you know I'm from that ghetto. You know I'm from that ghetto. You know I'm from that ghetto. She sucked me just like mosquito. You know I'm in that water, boy, looking like torpedo. From that ghetto, you know I'm from them ghetto. The jazz fuck with me cause I'm trapping in the ghetto. You know I'm that dealer cause you know I'm from that ghetto. Shorty sucking me just like a motherfucking mosquito. Motherfucking mosquito, you know I'm from the ghetto, you know I'm from the ghetto. I'ma stack that shit up, boy, it's looking like a Lego. Chillin' in the south, man, I'm chillin' up in Legos. You know I'm from the ghetto, you know I'm from the ghetto. The gin coming out, cause I'm trapping in the ghetto. The gin coming out, cause I'm trapping in the ghetto. Yo, we ain't no friends, not no fellow. Baby looking deep, but the heart was looking shallow. I open up her heart like a treasure chest. Now I put it out, now she express, now she is blessed. You know I'm from the ghetto, you know I'm from the ghetto. You know I'm from the ghetto. I'm fucking with them jams cause I'm trapping in the ghetto. I'm trapping in the ghetto. I stack it just like a Lego. No, we not no friends, nigga. No, we not no fellows. Banger, nephew. I ain't even mix it yet. I gotta still mix it. I don't even know if I'm from the USA, bro. You know, they took me from birth, bro. But I saw a whole bunch of stuff surrounding my birth. But I'm from the USA. I can't tell you if I'm even really from here because the government hiding so much. I'm gonna get my information back. I'm gonna get my real name. I'm gonna get who my parents is, you know. But on paper, I'm from the USA, but who really knows if I'm from the USA? Because, if, you know what I mean? Because I don't even have my real name. These people think I'm stupid, like I wouldn't find out that, you know what I mean? Switch that birth, that ain't my real name. Because if I had my real name, I'd be rich. If I had my real name, I'd be rich. That's why they gave me a fake name. But I'm not worried about that was the past. Now I'm gonna get everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it back. I ain't tripping. I forgive y'all. No, I hear you, man. But don't worry about me. I'm pretty sure. I feel you though, bro. Because they can poison you or something. No, I understand where you coming from. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna act like you ain't saying nothing about it. It looks like you gotta roll the dice, nephew. Hit that like button since you hit me with so much criticism. If you gonna show support and speak your mind, can you hit the like button for me, nephew? Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. But you right though. You probably is right. But look, I always got the drop. You feel me? The lean drop. The lean drop. You right though, but I ain't gotta spend no extra money for no goddamn espresso when it's right here, nephew. You feel me? Cause I used to spend a little extra for the espresso. I'm like, bro, I got this. Makes it more potent. Appreciate the love. But dude, you're being rewarded for your supernatural discipline. Yeah, you right. You right. You ain't lying. But you are being rewarded for your supernatural discipline because we have been getting tested. There's things that you let go of, but the great mother will put you under pressure just to see if you revert back to certain things, right? Some people pass their test to where, bro, you're going to get If you know what I'm saying, like let's just say this. You know you a horn dog, but you don't watch no porn. You don't fornicate with random women or men. You're going to get something if you know what I'm saying. I can't say too much because, it's respect. But you're going to get a piece of that because what you were doing was if it's not the right person, if it's not the right time, but you have this energy, what are you going to do? You're going to sexual transmutate it, meaning that's a creative energy. So some people pass their test by just focusing on their creative pursuits or focusing on working with it rather than you letting that energy ride your coattail and you digging into it. And next thing you know, you miss out on momentum rather than letting the energy drive you. You drove the energy into a productive manner rather than letting it fuel you to do things that you know you're not supposed to do. Another example, bad habits. There's habits that you know you move from. She's going to up the pressure. She's going to make it seem like a situation is the situation coming up is going to make you need, let's just say, you used to be a big drinker. There's a situation that she would literally manifest. And yeah, she could be using the devil, but it's the great mother orchestration. Just she wants to see, are you going to revert back to those things that you know you graduated from? Turns out you let that pressure, you set in the pressure, you set in the pocket with it, and you work through it. She's testing you, and she's going to reward you for that. Same with the weed. There've been situations where I used to tell myself, dude, I'll stop smoking weed if I get out of these situations. That used to be my excuse to smoke. It's been like over a month since I even put that shit in my body. So I'm proud of myself. Haven't smoked since. It's been over a month. She put me in these situations. I'm like, grandmother, I said I'm done smoking. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, big mom, you ain't got to test me. But she going to test me. Dude, I passed that test of flying colors. I'm like, grandmother, this ain't nothing. What the heck? This ain't nothing. I say I'm done with something, I'm done with it. There was other people that was going through that. Confirmation. You passed that test with flying colors. You feeling pressure. You know you want to, you need some poon, or you need that wand. This is for the goddesses too. You didn't go. You didn't go. But you're going to get something in that type of realm, but it's going to be something to the great mother. Maybe your counterpart. I don't think she's just going to give you a random to go relieve yourself. I don't buy that. If she's saying that, it's going to be from your counterpart. They're giving me a headache right now because I'm speaking the truth. Just don't mind me, bro. Just a headache coming in because of the fucking wicked archons. But you've been passing your test. You have this. You have to be resilient towards certain things. You know what I mean. Even if there's pressure, that don't mean you go revert to things that make you comfortable. There's people that made diamonds out of the pressure, so you're going to be rewarded for it. So don't ever feel like being a square isn't being looked at. That's a good thing that you're like that, because there's just certain things that doesn't align to the new version of you. I don't care what happens in your life. You can't go back to certain things. You graduated from it. Maybe at an old version of you could have got away with it. But if you go back to certain things, dude, you're going to mess up the momentum of your life. Your momentum is going to get messed up. I remember those times where I would get a little stressed out. I would go to corn. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude. And I used to mess up my momentum for my manifestations because there used to be sexual parasites lingering around as soon as I ejaculate. Next thing you know, I got these sexual parasites sucking. I open up that portal. Next thing you know, these sexual parasites are getting me dry. And then next thing you know, the breakthrough is pushed back. So just by you maintaining that energy and transmuting it, you're building that momentum. You're building that momentum. You're not letting it slip away this time. You're getting rewarded for that. Especially you've been celibate and you know you're. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a horn dog, but I'm not a horn dog. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be out here. I don't do that. But you know I got that energy piped up, nephew. But what I do with the energy, dude, I'm creative as HE double hockey stick. Like, dude, I just made I just make music. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna go out here and look at, lust over women bodies and shit. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna use this energy to make music. That's what I do. I'm like, it's not worth it. Cause as soon as you get a taste, you can't get enough. You're not gonna get, because you're like, that's just good. Like sugar, you know what I mean? And it ain't good to be in that type of energy. Maybe we're your divine counterpart. Maybe, yeah, I don't want to say anything else. Divine counterpart. If it ain't her, I don't know if I could even go. Because it's just confirmation. It just doesn't seem right. Because I don't want nobody stuck on me. And that I ain't really supposed to be with that person, but that other person out there. You know what I mean? That's just disrespectful. So I'd rather sit in the pocket and wait rather than me, getting tangled up with something that ain't truly mine. So I'll just sit in the pocket and wait. Ain't no rush for that. Don't get me wrong. Kundalini's going off. You know that energy's there. So it's not like you can't hide from it, but you just got to transmute it in another area. Just so you can maintain momentum in regards to your manifestations, because that's a strong manifestation energy. You know, it is. I remember I was looking for a controller, and the controller was saying it was not in stock in any other stores that I was looking for. But something told me to go to this store. So I go to this store. This was like a few weeks ago or a week ago. Something told me to go to the store because it was funny because I was trying to buy the same controller on Facebook Marketplace. Dude was kind of tripping. Like every time I hit him up, it wasn't working. Like it was a divine trying to tell me like you probably don't need it from that guy because it was always couldn't meet. It was like we were playing phone tag. But something told me, dude, go in that store. Next thing you know, the controller's there. The controller's there for me to vibe, bro. I'm like, dude, I was happy, bro. I'm kicking around. I'm kikiing. Dude, I made the cashier uncomfortable as heck. And I'm like, dude, I don't care, bro. I'm like, dude, I don't care. I found the controller I was looking for. I was on business. I'm like, man, excuse me, man. I'm looking for this controller. Next thing you know, I find it. Dude, I was happy as heck. It's right here, man. This motherfucker right here, folks. I think I showed you the controller. Dude, that's because I've been keeping my sexual energy. I ain't letting it leak. I'm not looking at women. Don't get me wrong, bro. You might see something on YouTube because these women be bad as hell on here, bro. But I ain't staring or nothing. I'm not. I don't want to do all that. But you might see some eye candy on this fucking shit. Because there's some beautiful women on here. I'm not hitting on them or nothing, but you might see something. Nephew, you go bound to see a bad bitch on your timeline on that shit. You're gonna be bound. You can't get mad at me for taking a glance. You got it out. You showed me something. I'm gonna look at it for a second, but I'm not gonna lust over it. Come on, man. You can't knock me for that, nephew. Don't let me pull the gloves out, nephew. You old enough to get the hands, nephew. You feel me? But I promise, I'm not out here less than these women. But if you got it out, nigga gonna look. You know what I mean? But I'm just being real. I'm not gonna be lying to you guys. These women be doing things because they feel themselves. So if they feeling it, I'm looking for a second. But yeah, I'm real disciplined though, bro. I think it's over 2 months on my semen. I've always been on semen retention. I've always been that lifestyle. This is not something you do. No, bro, you just don't go out here wasting your sexual energy. You just don't go out here randomly having sex with people. I don't ride with that. That ain't me. So I'm able to manifest things like that. that sexual discipline will get you through doors quicker than usual. So it's best to just hold your seed. Hit that like button for me, please. There's 8 people in here, 1 like. Hit that like button. I'm okay with you not hitting the like button because if you don't want to hit it, that means it's not for you. But if you want to hit that like button for me, it's by showing support. I appreciate you hitting like button. I'm not gonna force nobody to hit the like button if they don't want to hit it. You know, it's like forcing a woman to like you. Girl, if you don't like me, you don't like me. But you're not just finna sit here and try to suck my energy. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some reciprocation, nephew. He said, I'm going 5 days. Hit the like button for me, nephew. North Star. Just hit the like button for me, bro. He said, I'm on 5 days. My semen retention, brother. Hey, that's what's up. I mean, just forget about it. That's the best thing I can tell you. Just forget about it. Then so you know you're going to make way more progress. When you're counting the days, it just seems more harder. Thank you for that like. Since you did that, I'm going to let you see the like, brother. Appreciate that. But yeah, since you did it, since you're on that path, don't even look at the days, bro, because the 5 days is going to be 5 months. You know what I mean? Because it's really no big deal. But it's like when you count the days, it feels like it's more harder because, that's how the devil come. If the devil know it ain't in your mind, he ain't going to play with you. You feel me? Just like with the weed stuff. I felt like it was harder when I was counting the days like that. But as soon as I stopped counting the days, dude, I forgot I used to smoke weed. I'm like, oh, I used to smoke that stuff? You feel me? Like, dude, I don't even think about that stuff. I found a little roach the other day. I don't know if it was a test or just I seen it as a coincidence. Dude, I'm like, get that thing out of my face. I could go buy weed if I want. It's really not that hard to buy, but I'm like, I don't smoke it anymore, man. I noticed, dude, I'm euphoric without that stuff. Like, dude, I have fun without it. I have more fun. I'm more expressive. I'm not talking to myself crazy. I noticed the weed these days, it give you psychosis and it give you schizophrenia. Because I noticed how much I was talking to myself of it. Don't get me wrong. I almost gonna talk to myself, but not like how I was with the weed. I'm like, I noticed a big difference. It felt like it was schizophrenia inducing with the weed. I know what I'm talking about because there was videos that the great mother was showing me about a year ago about schizophrenia and weed, and was kind of just telling me like, yeah, the weed will it'll make you feel like you got schizophrenia, and then if you keep smoking it, you might get schizophrenia from that weed, bro. But the weed these days, I'm not gonna say certain weed will give it to you, but the type of weed that they give us is too much THC. Like, dude, 35% is too much. That's too much. 18%, that's cool. That's not that bad. 19%, that's not that bad. 20%, that ain't that bad. But you got stuff out here, 30, coming out the ground, 30. I'm like, dude, that's too much THC for your body. That's too much THC, man. Even the dabs may be a little too much. I don't even want to talk about the dabs. I always say I'm gonna do the dabs. I'm like, I ain't doing them dabs. If my girl don't do that, I'm not gonna do it at all. Man, I'm not gonna start smoking because she did, but I'm like, girl, I'm gonna have one day I'm dabbing. That's it. If she do it. If she don't do that shit, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not touching that shit. And I'm not gonna get stuck on. I'm like, it's a one-time thing. If you do it one time, you're gonna be fine. It's when you keep doing that shit. But yeah, man, you're gonna be rewarded for your discipline, bro. Especially your sexual discipline, because the temptation was out here. But you being on purpose, it wasn't even a test, because when you stand on something, no temptation could waver your decision. Like me, bro. Somebody had a big ass blunt. Somebody had 2 pounds of weed. Say, hey, bro, you want that? I wouldn't even sell it. I wouldn't even touch it. I'm like, dude, I'll flush it in the toilet probably. I don't want to sell that stuff. Dude, it ain't right. Even though I'm a shaman, I would never. I don't want my people on it. I don't want my people on that stuff. I don't want to promote that stuff. If anything, I want it illegal. I don't believe people should go to prison or jail for smoking it, but I feel like we don't need nobody selling it if the weed out here bad. This weed ain't good weed out here. It's giving people mental problems. They don't even know it. People have mental problems smoking it. I know Brian Wicked, so he got a mental problem, period, but this dude's really psychotic smoking. Like, them demons go in him. He's wicked anyway. But when Brian smoked, he's even more wicked. I've noticed that about that dude. I don't like that nigga for shit, but I just, I just know weed ain't really good for your mental, because your mind is always clouded and stuff. But you pass your test. Your resilience is being looked at from the divine, because they know it gets hard. They know how the devil's working. And I'm pretty sure you would have got forgiven if you backtracked a little bit, because I know the people I'm connected to, they get back up. But just for the simple fact, when that pressure was on you, you didn't let that pressure make you revert back to an old version of yourself. So they're congratulating you and then granting you with rewards for that. Because I know how I get. I know how I get, nephew. You mastered your primal, you mastered your carnal body. You're getting rewarded for that. That's why I think some people are ascending rapidly. It's because you're going against your urges. So yeah, you're going to be ascending rapidly, bro, because you're not doing nothing to lower your vibration. Even some of the food, like, yeah, bro, you might catch me eating a sandwich at this bitch, because I know they're not playing with my food. Knock on wood. Boy, the breakfast. I got to fast for a couple of days. Grandmother told me I got to fast, so I guess I'm going to fast. Eat a little bit of vegetables, but I'm still going to fast. But she knows how hard it is to stay disciplined. She's watching you. She made a little bit of pressure hit a little harder, just to see what you're gonna do. And some people pass their tests, and just know Big Mama coming through. I don't know what she giving you. That's your business. That's you. What you got with the Great Mother. I would never to tell you what you getting, but you getting something that's well worth it. Like, yeah, a lot of people don't know you be getting tested by the divine out here, man. You be getting tested. You be getting tested. A lot of this stuff be tested just to see what you're gonna do, how you're gonna respond to certain things. So when you pass the test, Big Mama always look out for you. Big Mama always look out for you. So congratulations on your supernatural resilience, because I know that's how I am. And just in terms of you not giving up. Just you not giving up, you continuing to happen no matter what happens in life, even if she didn't give you instructions, just by you standing in your faith, you being rewarded. Because that's like, there's been plenty of times where I did things for the Great Mother, and I wouldn't say I didn't get physical rewards. I didn't. I'm not going to front. There's been plenty of times where I did things for the Great Mother, and she did not reward me how I thought she would. You know, but I'm like, I'm still gonna do my thing. I'm still gonna stand in my faith, because I don't do stuff. I don't do stuff for no rewards. I do it because I gotta do it. Who else is gonna do it? You know, I know the Great Mother ain't gonna let nobody touch me, so yeah, I do it. You know, ain't nobody gonna touch me while I'm doing it. No Diddy, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Just like me coming up on here, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Just like when I took down that wicked operation up in the Motel 6 and exposed them, I'm like, Great Mother didn't award me quick. I didn't get my check for my pain and suffering. And I still stood fast, and I still was taking shit down, and I was still exposed. I'm like, I'm not doing this for no rewards. Oh, I do this because this is who I am. This is who I am, and I don't like wicked. I don't like the wicked, so I got to make sure we take them down justly. If there was another program, boy, I'll go in there. I will do it again. Let there be another program, boy. I'll do it again. You feel me? Just because it's who I am. I don't do it to get rewards. Don't get me wrong. I do rank up in the spiritual realm, but I don't get no money for it. I don't do it for no money. I don't do it because of the great mother's gonna bless me. That's not how I think, man. I do it because, dude, who else is gonna do it? You know what I mean? You ain't supposed to have the wicked out here when you got children and the innocent. No, you not. No, you not. You're not finna be around these people if I'm around. That's just what I'm about. When the lights on or when the lights off, that's just who I am. You feel me? Because I know I got the power to take the evil people down on the planet. So I'm gonna do my best to stay fast and strength. And that's what we do, baby. That's what we do. You know, I don't do nothing for rewards, bro. Don't get me wrong, the great mother, she makes sure I'm protected. Let me put these headphones in. Put these headphones in, nephew.
Where your cup at?
Just got live in here, nephew.
You get her a double cup?
Yeah, dude, I don't do nothing for no likes. Just like me when I come on here, dude. I don't do this for no likes. I don't do it for attention. I don't do it when it's convenient. Cause some people do this stuff because it's convenient. I don't do that. I do this because I'm called to do it, and the great mother tell me to do it, and it keeps me in alignment. That's why I really do it, to stay in alignment. My alignment is more than money. Like, if that's the case, I go get a job and work. No, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Regardless if she give me this or that. No. That's just who I am. That's just who I am, bro. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm like this when the lights on, and I'm like this when the lights off. I know people. I know that girl, Goddess Terry. Like, she's only spiritual when it's convenient for her. I gotta expose her, bro, because she was been out here for a minute being fake with it. Like, girl, you're not divine. You're not finna sit here and lie to me and say you divine and you would do this when the lights off. You don't. You proved it. You don't do it when the lights off. You only do it when the lights on, shawty. Some people be fake divine, bro. See, I'm real divine. Even when all else hit the fan, you still gonna see me. Even when I'm going through stuff, you still gonna see me. You ain't gonna see me if the great mother tell me I can't do it. But just like the other day when I said I was gonna take a break, I'm like, Big Mama, I was just tired the other day. My energy was a little low because I overwork myself sometimes, but I wouldn't be here today if I wasn't a hard worker. I wouldn't be here today elevating like this. It's because I'm a hard worker. Sometimes, yeah, I can't push too much because I've already put so much out there. So sometimes, you know, she'll have me a little tired to let me know you gotta chill, like today. Dude, I got a lot of energy. I'm not yawning on camera, nephew. You remember the other day I was yawning on camera, this, that, and the third. Dude, I'm up. So you know I'm gonna do my job, nephew. I'm gonna do my job. Man, I don't care what happened. I'm still gotta, if I got a job to do, I'm gonna do it. So your resilience is being rewarded. So don't ever feel like the divine ain't watching you. When you putting in that work, the divine watching. The divine is always watching. They're watching you more than the devil. You know, the devil the devil think he got his eyes on you sometimes, but Great Mother always got her eyes on her children. The Great Mother always got her eyes on her children, straight up. So don't ever be afraid to roll your sleeves up, nephew. Look, sometimes you gotta get in the mud. Sometimes you gotta get in the mud, get it done. Who else is gonna do it like that? But you don't do it because you looking for some blessings. You do it because, you gotta do it. Like, that's like Jesus out here doing his, big Heru, I should say. The real Jesus. That's like him doing Big Mama work. but he expecting money, he expecting riches. That ain't right. I don't know. I don't think that's right. You doing this type of work because you're looking for money? Don't get me wrong. It's good to look for, but it get to a point where you doing it for the wrong reasons. Cause let's just say they take your funding away, and you're on YouTube. Are you still going to do the things that you felt called to do, or are you going to stop and get a job, type stuff? Don't get me wrong. If you got kids, I understand, but they'll test you and see, are you really about who you say you is? Are you faking it? Because some people do this for money, bro. Some people act like they this, but they do it for money. You're not really called. You're performing. Like the divine is really gonna show people who they really is. You're gonna see it for yourself. When it come to this divine stuff, when it come to people, you know what I mean? You're gonna know who the real is. You're gonna know who the fake is. You already seeing it. Like they already exposing them. People be doing this when it's convenient for them. I'm like, bro, I do it when it's inconvenient. I did it to both when it was inconvenient. You always see me. I ain't gonna even. I don't even like. Come on, man. I got the work to prove it. Over 800 videos, and 90% of them I was in the trenches. I'm talking about 92%, man, probably 98% of them videos. There was some crazy stuff going on, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fret. I had to change. I'm like more like 98%. Man, basically every video I was doing something for Big Mama while I'm making them. I'm not finna sit here and lie to you. If I was that type of person, when I did things that was convenient, I wouldn't have made this much progress. I wouldn't have made this much progress. I do it when the lights on, and I do it when the lights off. Just know you're being rewarded, bro, for your hard work, for your resilience. Don't ever think Big Mama not watching, because she watching. You know what they say, God's always watching, nephew. So don't ever feel like she gonna forsake you. No, she just be testing you, man. Are you happy for just being whole, or are you just gonna be whole when you got a little bit of money in your pocket? Are you gonna do this job? Are you gonna do this job regardless? Or are you finna do it because you want some money? You feel me? Lights on, lights off, nephew. Lights on, lights off. But I'm finna get up out of here though. They're bringing them. They're here.